Yo, checking in for week 2 of block 1 of 2021. Here's a picture of my Christmas dinner. Boom. Okay, so day 1 started with some bench press. This is comp bench press, 4 sets of 5, up 2.5 kilos from last week to 142.5. Trying to stay pretty conservative here and just work on really quality reps. I think these are mostly pretty good. There's a sloppy rep there or two. I've been really working on pushing through my legs a lot more, trying to make sure I don't let the bar sink too much and let my forearms get into a bad angle too much. So I think these look pretty good. Still pretty easy. I think well within the RPE range. 2-count pause squats, 4 sets of 4. I jumped 7.5 kilos from last week up to 182.5. Again, I think I started pretty conservatively. I still think that 182.5 is well within the RPE, probably under. And depth is good here. I don't think these are quite as crisp as I would like them to be. I see a little shifting in some of these reps when I sit in the bottom position. I'd like that to be quieter. So, I feel like I'm still getting used to the heels, and I'm having trouble with consistency of my belt. I like the quick release belt that I've got now. I'm much more comfortable with it than I was, but I'm not getting the same hole every time and the same placement every time. So more consistent than I was, but I'm still having some trouble there. Again, I think that rep there looked like I moved around a little bit while I was in the bottom position. So definitely noticing my quads tired and sore after these squat sets with my heels. So there's the work. Mixed in some lunges, some triceps and rear delts. All in all, pretty easy day 1. On to day 2. Not a lot of video here. Just one of this 3 sets of 6. This is 200 keys, up 5 keys from last week. I still hate these deficit deadlifts. I'm still doing them beltless because doing them with a belt feels terrible. But they're coming along fine. Got some good pulling in as well, and some one-legged RDLs, and got my little bicep pump. So that was Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and then this is day 3 on Friday. All 3 of these days were in the evening. This is my top single on bench, 167.5, up 2.5 from last week. Still feels like a conservative, probably a 7.5-ish, maybe a 7, but also went up 2.5 on the 4 sets of 4 to 150. Again, really working on staying quiet, not letting it sink too much, and keeping a good forearm position. And I put this on Instagram, but here's the first bench blimp cam of the year. Oh no, that was last week. This was a new bench blimp cam angle that I tried out last night, or Friday night. So this was Friday night. Again, bench felt pretty good. Easy sets of 4. I went to 205 up from 200 on the 4 sets of 5 squats. I think of the 20 reps, I think most are pretty good on depth, although there's still some that are pretty damn questionable. I'm definitely more consistent with the heels, but again, when my belt position's a little weird, all of a sudden I can be a little off on depth. So got to continue to tinker with that. Again, I'm definitely feeling the quads after these workouts. My quads are a little tired or sore, fatigued the next day, which, says that there's some different stuff working. Last set of 4 here. Again, this was Friday night. It was kind of later. I don't think we started this session till about 6, which is later than I would like to train, and later than I have been training a lot. It's also the end of a pretty rough week at work. It's just been busy, and I was kind of beat, but the session went fine. Mixed in some feet up closer grip 3-board press for my tries and got some rear delts in. And then this morning was day 4. This is the 4 sets of 3 2-count pause. Again, trying to really not let the bar sink in, holding it in my hands instead of letting it sink into my chest. Mixed in the K-Cow angle here. 4 sets of 3 at 147.5, which is up 2.5 from last week. Still feels well within the range, RPE range. I'm probably a little under still. Top set on deadlift felt pretty good. I think it's slightly faster than last week's 250, and this is 255, so that's good. Made the 4 sets of 3 at 235. So here's I think this is the second set. And the 4th set here. All feels still pretty easy. I think this puts my estimated 1 rep max somewhere around 280 or 281, which is probably about right. So we'll see if I can take another 5 keys next week. 255, 235 for the down sets, and then 147.5 on the 2-count bench. And that's it for this week. Here's a picture of my breakfast this morning. Protein pancakes with some turkey sausage, coffee, and meet the press. Over and out.